Congratulations to Francis the Predictor Ngannou. In this episode, we shall be going into the reason why I think the WBC have ranked him in their top 10 ranking, making him have a chance to compete for a WBC world title. And it is just a simple matter of money and corruption. Mauricio Suleiman is one of the most corrupt governing body presidents in the world. He is the same man that has overturned the draw that happened between Azuma Nelson and the Australian boxer Jeff Fenech. He is the same man who decided to rank Jake Paul and Tommy Fury winner in the WBC ranking. This man is just in for the cash and not in the interest of boxing. All that is coming up in this episode. If you have not subscribed to this channel, please do me a favor by subscribing to my channel. Help me hit a 1K subscriber. Like this particular video. Express your views in the comment section and share this particular video with friends and family. It is very sickening that a man with just one boxing fight in his career, formal boxing fight, a professional boxing fight, would be ranked in the top 10 WBC ranking. It is very sickening. What about those who have had 15, 20 fights who have been ranked below Francis Ngannou? Are they saying that that one match with Fury is even worth more than 10 competitive fights with someone? It's not fair. The WBC keeps shifting the goalposts, and that is not fair. That is why the WBC have become a laughing stock. The WBC's title was just legitimized by Muhammad Ali, and the WBC have become a disgrace to Muhammad Ali. They are not doing the things Muhammad Ali stand for. Muhammad Ali stood for justice and equity, and Muhammad Ali would be turning in his grave per the actions of Mauricio Suleiman. He just wants to earn governing money from Francis Ngannou in the rematch if Francis Ngannou versus Tyson Fury 2 happens. Because when that happens and you are ranked, then that means you can legitimately compete for the WBC world title. So that is the reason why. But I beg to tell you that that would not happen, because the first fight has been reported would be happening on the 17th of February. That is between Tyson the Gypsy King Fury and Alexander Usyk for the undisputed. Then the rematch may happen later in the year, because both men are entitled to a rematch. So if it happens later in the year and Francis Ngannou, whom is ranked in the top 10, have not competed in a proper boxing match since then, will they continue to rank him? Yes, they did same to Wilder, because Wilder has not fought for over a year and he is still in the WBC ranking. The WBC ranking, look at where the money is and they rank you. They don't rank you based on your performance. They can't be that corrupt and we keeping silence about it. The WBC is hurting the sports of boxing, and we the boxing fans must stand up against it, because the boxers themselves are scared of being victimized. The WBC would victimize them and would block their chance, just like what happened to Dillian the Body Snatcher White. When Dillian the Body Snatcher White started talking against the WBC, they tried and found every single chance in order to block him from competing for a world title, even to the point in which his mandatory was called against Deontay the Bronze Bomber Wilder, and he failed a drug test in which the WBC was not involved in, which he later was cleared. The WBC assumed the responsibility and took off the mandatory position from Dillian the Body Snatcher White and gave that to Tyson the Gypsy King Fury, because they knew that Tyson the Gypsy King Fury versus Deontay the Bronze Bomber Wilder makes more money than than Wilder versus Dillian White. And the WBC is just about money, it's just about corruption, and Mauricio Suleiman is a shame to the world of boxing. He is taking boxing aback, and that man must be called out and by people like us, because if we keep quiet, the game or the sports we love so much is being stabbed in the belly and and we are witnessing it and praising the people. That is not what good people do. Good people stand up to people who are corrupt, because people in the dark will always want to have power over people in the light. So we, those in the light, must stand up against the likes of dark people like Mauricio Suleiman. And I will speak vehemently against Mauricio Suleiman. And this is the third time I'm doing that on my channel. The first one was when he overturned the decision, the draw against Azuma Nelson and Jeff Finish, and he later decided to rank Tommy Fury in the WBC light heavyweight ranking, whilst Tommy Fury has not fought anyone of substance, fighting people who had lost over 100 fights. Come on, Mauricio, wake up, be fair to people. Yes, Francis Ngannou is my African brother. I am happy for him, but I am not in any way in support of corruption and misjustice to anyone anywhere in the world. People must be treated equally, and we must all stand up for the truth. Mauricio Suleiman is a man who is very tactical and corrupt, and he will do anything to earn money from people. And this game is just all about that for him. He is a disgrace to the sports, and he just wants money of Francis Ngannou in the rematch against Tyson the Gypsy King Fury, as he anticipates that Tyson the Gypsy King Fury would beat Alexander the Cat Usyk. First, I was a firm believer that Tyson the Gypsy King Fury would knock out Alexander the Cat Usyk, but as it stands now, per the last 2 performances or 3 performances of Tyson the Gypsy King Fury, I am not so convinced. Against Dillian White, he knocked Dillian White spark out, but he looked flat. Against Derek Chisoro, it is the fight that we all knew the results before the bell was rung. Then Fury's next fight is against Francis Ngannou, in which he looked jittery. I am still favoring Fury based on his size and talent and his boxing IQ, but per his last performance, I am not so convinced he can win the fight. What about if you do all these and Alexander Usyk wins the fight? Will you sanction the fight between Alexander Usyk and Francis Ngannou? I can bet you that Alexander Usyk is not in for those criminal shenanigans. Alexander Usyk is a stand-up guy and is a reasonable guy and will not involve himself in those corrupt acts. But Mauricio Suleiman and the WBC should bow down their head in shame. But nevertheless, I'm happy for Francis Ngannou, but that is injustice to those below him. And Francis Ngannou should also, if I am him, I would reject that ranking. But all the same, what can I do? Stay glued to this channel. If you have not subscribed, help me hit 1,000 subscribers. Like this video. Let me know your opinion in the comment section and share this particular video with friends and family. Thank you. Stay positive. Remember, your greatness has no limit.